Hey guys, I got a question that I'm just going to make a video about because I put up a written post about it 2 or 3 months ago. Um, it says, "Hey Brian, I'm just wondering if you could help me out. I get really bad cravings in the evenings. Normally I'm quite good from Monday to Friday, but I find it very difficult to control what I eat at the weekends. I'm normally okay during the week, but sometimes in the evenings I find my cravings get the better of me. Any tips to deal with cravings would be great, or any advice on nutrition. Thank you." I've talked about this in the written post about finding the triggers for your cravings. If it is a mental trigger, if it's something like boredom that's triggering your overeating or triggering your cravings, it's quite easy to fix that. You've got to understand the trigger. I talked about Charles Dugnan's book, The Power of Habit, of understanding triggers, of what's triggering your bad behavior. Be it whether it's your smoking, whether it's overeating, whatever it is. What's the trigger? If it's a mental trigger, and if it's something like boredom, it's very easy to alleviate that. All you do is you figure out when these cravings are coming on. I recommend writing down every time it comes down, like for a week straight. Take out a notebook, have it with you, and every time you feel these cravings coming on, write down what's happened, what time it is, what's just happened before it, what's happening next. Is it because you're thinking about a stressful situation the next day at work? Is it because you're sitting there bored? Is it because you've had anxiety through the day? What is it that's triggering these cravings? And over the week, you'll start to see a pattern forming. And then you'll know what your trigger is. If it's a mental trigger, then you can deal with it and find things that will stop you going down the path where your body craves it. However, if it's a physical craving, the approach will be very different. Generally, if you're having a physical response to something, to the point that your body is saying, "I need this," and it's not coming from here, you need to be quite aware of your body and whether it's coming from your mind or whether it's coming from down below in your physical craving towards whatever it is. You say it's food. If it's physical, generally it's normally something that's missing in your diet throughout the day. For example, I find when my glutamine levels are really low, when I'm training really hard, if I feel I'm getting sick, I know my glutamine levels are depleted. So what I do is I overdose supplement on glutamine to replenish those levels, because I find when I'm depleted and when I'm tired and when I'm about to get sick, that's when my sugar cravings hit. And that's when I get really, really bad cravings. So what I try and do is I try and supplement back in the physical nutrient that's missing in my diet that's giving me these cravings. Another one is magnesium. Generally, when people have chocolate cravings in particular, it can be from a magnesium deficiency. So you need to understand what it is you're craving. Are you craving sugary foods? Are you craving salt foods? What is it exactly, specifically, that you're craving? And then message me, and I'll have a look into it more, into what kind of vitamins and minerals your body may be missing or may be deficient in, that's giving you these physical cravings. So my advice to you is to become one with your body and understand, is it a mental craving, a mental trigger that's giving you these physical cravings, or is it actually a physical craving? Is it something in your body that's saying, "I need this, I'm going to get sick if I don't have this"? They're very, very different, and it's quite difficult to distinguish between them. If it's mental, the written journal will help you. If it's something physical, the written journal is not going to help, because you're not going to see any pattern forming. It's going to be just random, okay? So that's my advice to you. If you've got any more questions, please leave a comment down below. If you find out what your trigger is, whether it be mental or physical, please message me on my page or message me in a private message and let me know if this video helped you. And any more questions you got, guys, just message me in my inbox. Try not to send it to my email, because I get hundreds of emails over the week and I can't respond to all of them, but I'm better if you message me through my Facebook page. Cool. I'll come at you next week or whenever anyone sends me another question.